The static begins. The world didn't end with a bang or a blaze, it began with static. At first it was subtle. A soft hiss that crept into phone calls, muffled the morning news, and whispered between radio songs like an afterthought. No one noticed, until it became impossible to ignore. News anchors stammered through garbled broadcasts, emergency lines rang dead, and even satellites, those distant sentinels orbiting high above, started transmitting corrupted data filled with odd rhythms and sequences. People blamed sunspots, cyber attacks, rogue hackers. But those theories began to wither when the signal spread to analog devices, to record players in dusty basements and televisions that hadn't been plugged in for years. The static was everywhere. For Maren Whitlock, it began at 3:17 a.m. The blinking red light of her landline, an old relic she kept more out of nostalgia than necessity, snapped her awake. Her cell phone was dead, a black slab despite being on the charger all night. The glow from the hallway was gone too. Power outage? She climbed out of bed, toes curling against the cold wooden floor, and padded into the living room. Outside, the city buzzed with unnatural silence. No sirens, no headlights, no hum of distant traffic. Just an eerie stillness, broken only by the faint sound of static leaking from her answering machine. She pressed the button, expecting silence, or perhaps one of those scam calls that somehow made it through every filter. But what came through wasn't silence. It was a voice. A voice she hadn't heard in 4 years. "Maren, it's me, it's Nate." She froze. Her hand hovered above the machine, as if by sheer will she could stop the next words from coming. The message was broken, distorted, fragments of syllables warped by static and interference, but it was unmistakably her brother. Nate had died 4 years ago in a hiking accident in the Rockies. His body had never been recovered, just a torn backpack, a few bloodstains, and a coroner's report filled with words like likely and presumed. The closure had never come. Not really. And now his voice echoed through her tiny apartment like a ghost dragged back through some thin crack in time. "I don't have long. Listen to me, Mare, don't trust the signal." "Don't?" The message cut off. Maren stood there for several minutes, the weight of disbelief anchoring her breath. She played it again. And again. With each listen she tried to extract more from the static, hidden words, intent, warning. The message was only 11 seconds long, but it stretched across her like an eternity. By morning, it was everywhere. News reports filled with panicked anchors in flickering studios. People had received calls, messages, even handwritten notes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?